In the heart of a bustling city, where the noise of life drowns out the quietest cries, there exists a melody only a few can hear. It is the silent symphony of a child who has nothing but dreams, a child whose whispers carry the weight of 1,000 unspoken struggles. This is the story of a soul yearning for a better tomorrow, a tale of hope, resilience, and the invisible battles fought in the shadows of society. In the heart of a bustling city, where the noise of life drowns out the quietest cries, there exists a melody only a few can hear. It is the silent symphony of a child who has nothing but dreams, a child whose whispers carry the weight of 1,000 unspoken struggles. This is the story of a soul yearning for a better tomorrow, a tale of hope, resilience, and the invisible battles fought in the shadows of society. The child's world is small, confined to the cracked pavements and narrow alleyways of a forgotten neighborhood. Each morning begins with the same ritual: waking up on a thin, tattered mat beneath a makeshift shelter of cardboard and plastic. The air is thick with the scent of damp earth and decaying waste, a constant reminder of the harsh reality they inhabit. Yet, even in this bleak environment, the child's eyes sparkle with a quiet determination, a flicker of hope that refuses to be extinguished. Breakfast is a luxury they cannot afford. Instead, the child's first task is to scavenge for food, weaving through the labyrinth of streets with practiced ease. Their small hands sift through garbage bins, searching for anything edible: a half-eaten piece of bread, a bruised fruit, or the remnants of a discarded meal. Hunger is a relentless companion, gnawing at their insides, but the child has learned to endure. They know that survival depends on their ability to push through the pain, to keep moving even when every step feels like a burden. The city around them is alive with activity, a stark contrast to their own silent struggle. People rush past, their faces buried in phones or lost in thought, oblivious to the small figure darting between the shadows. To them, the child is invisible, just another part of the urban landscape. But to the child, each passerby represents a world they can only dream of, a world where meals are plentiful, where homes are warm and safe, where laughter fills the air instead of the hollow echoes of emptiness. Despite the harshness of their reality, the child finds moments of beauty in the simplest things. A stray dog wagging its tail becomes a friend, a patch of sunlight breaking through the clouds offers warmth, and the distant sound of music from a nearby cafe provides a fleeting escape. These small joys, though fleeting, are enough to keep the child's spirit alive. They whisper to themselves soft words of encouragement, as if to remind themselves that they are more than their circumstances. The child's days are long and filled with uncertainty. There is no schedule to follow, no school to attend, no parents to guide them. Instead, they rely on their instincts, navigating the complexities of life on the streets with a wisdom far beyond their years. They know which corners to avoid, where to find temporary shelter during a rainstorm, and how to blend into the crowd when danger lurks nearby. It is a life of constant vigilance, where every decision could mean the difference between survival and despair. Yet, even in the face of such adversity, the child's heart remains unbroken. They dream of a different life, one where they no longer have to scavenge for food or sleep on cold, hard ground. In their mind's eye, they see a cozy room with a soft bed, a table filled with delicious meals, and a family to share it all with. These dreams are their refuge, a place where they can escape the harshness of reality, even if only for a moment. As the sun begins to set, casting a golden glow over the city, the child finds a quiet spot to rest. They sit on the steps of an abandoned building, watching as the world around them slows down. The hustle and bustle of the day give way to the calm of the evening, and for a brief moment, the child allows themselves to relax. They close their eyes and listen to the distant hum of the city, a sound that has become both familiar and comforting. In this moment of stillness, the child's whispers grow louder, a silent plea to the universe. They ask for nothing more than a chance to escape the cycle of poverty, to find a place where they belong, to experience the warmth of love and kindness. It is a simple wish, yet one that feels impossibly out of reach. But the child clings to it, holding onto hope as tightly as they would a lifeline. The night falls, wrapping the city in a blanket of darkness. The child curls up on their thin mat, pulling a threadbare blanket over their shivering body. The cold seeps into their bones, but they close their eyes and focus on their dreams. In their mind, they are no longer a forgotten soul, but a beacon of light, a symbol of resilience and hope. And as they drift off to sleep, their whispers linger in the air, a silent symphony that speaks of a better tomorrow. For now, the child's cries may go unheard, but their spirit remains unyielding. They are a testament to the strength of the human heart, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, hope can shine brightly. And perhaps, one day, their whispers will be answered, and their silent symphony will become a song of triumph. Until then, they continue to dream, to fight, and to believe in the promise of a brighter future. The streets are cold, and the nights are long. The child's only solace is the moon, a silent witness to their solitude. With no family to call their own, the child finds comfort in the whispers of their own heart, dreaming of a place where they belong. The shadows may stretch endlessly, but within them lies a spark of resilience, a promise to keep moving forward, even when the world feels impossibly heavy. As the days turn into weeks, the child's loneliness becomes a constant companion. They watch as families pass by, their laughter echoing through the streets, a sound that feels both beautiful and painful. The child longs for the warmth of a mother's embrace, the reassuring presence of a father, or even the playful banter of siblings. But these are luxuries they have never known. Instead, they are left to navigate the world alone, their small frame a stark contrast to the vastness of their isolation. The nights are the hardest. When the city falls silent and the world seems to hold its breath, the child's thoughts grow louder. They lie awake, staring at the stars scattered across the sky, wondering if anyone out there is thinking of them. The moon, with its gentle glow, becomes their confidant, a silent listener to their unspoken fears and dreams. They whisper to it, their voice barely audible, sharing secrets they would never dare speak aloud during the day. In the absence of human connection, the child finds solace in the small creatures that share their world. A stray cat, with its soft purring, becomes a source of comfort. They share their meager scraps of food with it, finding joy in the way it nuzzles against their hand. Birds, too, become their friends. The child watches them soar through the sky, envying their freedom, yet finding inspiration in their ability to rise above the chaos below. These creatures, though silent, offer a sense of companionship that helps ease the ache of loneliness. The child's imagination becomes their greatest ally. In their mind, they create a world where they are never alone, where they are surrounded by love and laughter. They picture a home filled with warmth, a place where they can rest without fear, where the walls echo with the sounds of joy. These dreams, though fleeting, provide a temporary escape from the harshness of reality. They cling to them, allowing their imagination to carry them through the darkest moments. But reality always returns, and with it, the weight of their solitude. The child learns to adapt, to find strength in their independence. They become resourceful, using their wits to navigate the challenges of life on the streets. They learn to read people, to sense danger before it arrives, and to find safety in the most unlikely places. Each day is a lesson in survival, a testament to their resilience. Yet, despite their strength, the child cannot escape the longing for connection. They yearn for someone to see them, to truly see them, not as a beggar or a nuisance, but as a person with dreams and fears, hopes and desires. They dream of a kind word, a gentle touch, a moment of genuine human connection. But these moments are rare, and the child learns to cherish them when they come. One day, as the child sits on the steps of an old church, an elderly woman approaches. Her eyes are kind, and her smile is warm. She hands the child a small loaf of bread, her hands trembling slightly with age. The child looks up at her, their eyes wide with surprise and gratitude. For a moment, they are speechless, overwhelmed by this simple act of kindness. The woman doesn't say much, just a soft "take care, little one," before she walks away. But in that moment, the child feels seen, truly seen, for the first time in what feels like forever. The encounter stays with the child, a beacon of light in their otherwise dark world. They replay it in their mind, holding on to the memory like a precious treasure. It reminds them that kindness exists, even in the most unexpected places. It fuels their hope, giving them the strength to keep going, to keep dreaming of a day when they will no longer be alone. As the nights grow colder, the child's whispers grow louder. They speak of a future where they are surrounded by love, where they no longer have to face the world alone. They dream of a place where they belong, where their heart can finally find peace. These whispers, though quiet, carry the weight of their deepest desires, a plea to the universe for a chance at a different life. The moon continues to watch over the child, its light a constant reminder that even in the darkest of nights, there is always a glimmer of hope. The child clings to that hope, allowing it to guide them through the shadows. They know that the road ahead is long and uncertain, but they also know that they are not truly alone. For within them lies a strength that cannot be broken, a resilience that will carry them through even the toughest of times. And so, the child continues to dream, to hope, and to whisper their silent symphony to the night. They may be alone, but they are not defeated. Their heart, though heavy, still beats with the promise of a better tomorrow. And as long as that promise remains, the child will keep moving forward, one step at a time, toward the light that waits at the end of the darkness. Amidst the chaos, the child's imagination becomes their sanctuary. They dream of a world where laughter replaces tears, where the streets are paved with kindness instead of indifference. Their whispers grow louder, weaving a symphony of dreams that no one else can hear. It is a melody of hope, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, the human spirit can shine brightly. In the quiet moments between scavenging and surviving, the child's mind wanders to places far beyond the confines of their harsh reality. They close their eyes and picture a life filled with color and light, a life where they are free to run through fields of green, to feel the sun on their face, without a care in the world. They imagine a home, not just a shelter, but a place filled with love and warmth, where the walls echo with the sound of laughter and the air smells of freshly baked bread. These dreams are vivid, almost tangible, and they provide a temporary escape from the cold, hard ground they sleep on each night. The child's imagination is not just an escape, it is a source of strength. When the weight of their circumstances feels too heavy to bear, they retreat into their mind, where they are the hero of their own story. In this world, they are not a forgotten soul, but a brave adventurer, a kind-hearted leader, or a brilliant artist. They imagine themselves standing tall, their voice ringing out with confidence, their presence commanding respect and admiration. These fantasies, though fleeting, remind the child of their own worth, a truth that the world around them often tries to erase. Music becomes a central part of their dreams. The child has never owned an instrument, nor have they ever had the chance to learn one, but in their mind, they are a master musician. They imagine playing a violin, its strings singing under their touch, or a piano, their fingers dancing across the keys with effortless grace. The melodies they create are beautiful and haunting, a reflection of their own inner world. They dream of sharing this music with others, of filling the air with sounds so pure and powerful that they can touch even the hardest of hearts. Art, too, becomes a way for the child to express themselves. In their dreams, they paint pictures that tell stories of hope and resilience, of love and loss, of the beauty they see in the world despite its cruelty. They imagine their artwork hanging in galleries, admired by people from all walks of life. Each brushstroke is a whisper, a silent plea for understanding and connection. Through their art, the child finds a way to communicate the depths of their soul, to share the parts of themselves that words cannot capture. But the child's dreams are not just about personal success, they're also about making a difference. They imagine a world where no child has to suffer as they have, where every person has enough to eat, a safe place to sleep, and someone to love them. They dream of building schools and hospitals, of creating spaces where people can come together and support one another. In their mind, they are a beacon of hope, a force for good in a world that often feels bleak and unforgiving. These dreams, though grand, are not beyond the child's reach. They know that the road to achieving them is long and fraught with challenges, but they are determined to try. Each day, they take small steps toward their goals, whether it's learning to read from discarded newspapers or practicing their art with a stick in the dirt. They know that every effort, no matter how small, brings them closer to their dreams. The child's imagination also helps them find beauty in the world around them. They see the way the sunlight filters through the leaves of a tree, creating patterns on the ground that look like lace. They notice the way the rain dances on the pavement, each drop a tiny musician in nature's orchestra. They marvel at the resilience of a flower growing through a crack in the concrete, its vibrant colors a testament to the power of life. These moments of beauty, though fleeting, remind the child that there is still goodness in the world, that even in the midst of hardship, there is something worth fighting for. As the child's dreams grow, so does their sense of purpose. They begin to see themselves not as a victim of circumstance, but as a creator of their own destiny. They understand that their past does not define them, that they have the power to shape their future. This realization fills them with a quiet strength, a determination to keep moving forward no matter what obstacles lie in their path. The child's whispers, once soft and hesitant, grow louder and more confident. They speak of a future filled with possibility, of a life where they can make a difference, where they can be a source of light in a world that often feels dark. These whispers are not just for themselves. They are for everyone who has ever felt forgotten, for every soul that has ever struggled to find their place in the world. In the quiet of the night, as the city sleeps and the stars shine brightly above, the child's dreams take flight. They imagine a world where their symphony is heard, where their whispers are answered, where their hopes and dreams become reality. And as they drift off to sleep, their heart filled with determination and their mind filled with visions of a brighter future, they know that their journey is just beginning. For within them lies the power to create change, to turn their dreams into a reality that will inspire others to do the same. And so, they dream on, their silent symphony growing louder with each passing day, a melody of hope that will one day fill the world with its beautiful sound. The child's whispers are no longer silent. They rise like a crescendo, a plea for change. They cry out for a world where no child has to suffer, where every soul is given a chance to thrive. Their voice, though small, carries the weight of countless others who share their struggle. It is a cry for compassion, for justice, for a better tomorrow, a tomorrow where every child's symphony is heard and cherished. As the days pass, the child's determination grows stronger. They begin to realize that their dreams are not just fantasies but possibilities waiting to be realized. The world around them may be harsh, but they refuse to let it define their future. They start to take small, deliberate steps toward creating the change they wish to see. Each action, no matter how insignificant it may seem, becomes a building block for the life they envision. One day, while wandering through the market, the child notices a group of volunteers distributing food and clothing to those in need. Their heart skips a beat as they watch the kindness unfold before their eyes. It is a glimpse of the world they dream of, a world where people care for one another without expecting anything in return. The child approaches the volunteers, their voice trembling, but filled with hope. They ask if they can help, if there is anything they can do to be part of this act of kindness. The volunteers, touched by the child's sincerity, welcome them with open arms. This moment becomes a turning point. The child begins to spend their days assisting the volunteers, learning the value of giving and the power of community. They see firsthand how small acts of kindness can ripple outward, touching lives in ways they never imagined. The experience fuels their passion, igniting a fire within them to do more, to be more. They start to dream not just of a better life for themselves, but of a better world for everyone. The child's whispers grow louder, no longer confined to the quiet corners of their mind. They begin to speak openly about their dreams, sharing their vision with anyone who will listen. At first, their words are met with skepticism, even indifference. But the child refuses to be discouraged. They know that change begins with a single voice, and they are determined to be that voice. Slowly, their message starts to resonate. People begin to take notice, inspired by the child's unwavering belief in a brighter future. The child's journey is not without challenges. There are moments of doubt, times when the weight of their circumstances feels too heavy to bear. But in those moments, they draw strength from the kindness they have witnessed and the hope they carry within. They remind themselves of the volunteers who showed them compassion, of the strangers who offered a helping hand, and of the dreams that continue to guide them forward. As the child's influence grows, so does their impact. They start to organize small initiatives within their community, rallying others to join them in their mission. They collect food and clothing for those in need, create safe spaces for children to play and learn, and advocate for the rights of the marginalized. Their efforts are met with resistance at times, but the child remains steadfast, their resolve unshaken. They know that the road to change is long and arduous, but they are willing to walk it, one step at a time. The child's whispers become a rallying cry, a call to action that echoes through the streets. They speak of a world where no one is left behind, where every person has the opportunity to thrive. Their message is simple yet powerful. Kindness matters, compassion heals, and hope can light the way even in the darkest of times. People begin to listen, not just to the child's words but to the sincerity behind them. They see the child not as a victim of circumstance, but as a beacon of hope, a living testament to the power of resilience and determination. The child's dreams, once confined to their imagination, start to take shape in the real world. They see the impact of their efforts in the smiles of those they help, in the gratitude of those who feel seen and valued for the first time. These moments of connection fuel their passion, reminding them why they started this journey in the first place. They realize that their whispers, once silent, have become a symphony of change, a melody that resonates with the hearts of many. As the child's influence spreads, they begin to attract the attention of those in positions of power. Leaders and organizations take notice of their efforts, offering support and resources to amplify their impact. The child, though humbled by the recognition, remains grounded in their mission. They know that their work is far from over, that there are still countless others who need help, who need to be reminded that they matter. The child's whispers, now a powerful force, continue to grow. They speak not just for themselves, but for every child who has ever felt forgotten, for every soul that has ever struggled to find their place in the world. Their message is one of hope, of resilience, of the belief that a better tomorrow is possible if we come together and fight for it. They remind us that change begins with a single voice, a single act of kindness, a single dream. And so, the child's symphony plays on, a melody of hope and determination that fills the air with its beautiful sound. They know that their journey is far from over, that there will be challenges and setbacks along the way. But they also know that they are not alone, that their whispers have inspired others to join them in their mission. Together, they create a chorus of change, a symphony that will one day fill the world with its powerful, uplifting melody. As the sun sets on another day, the child stands tall, their heart filled with hope and their eyes fixed on the horizon. They know that the road ahead is long, but they are ready to walk it, one step at a time. For within them lies the power to create change, to turn their dreams into a reality that will inspire others to do the same. And so, they continue to whisper, their voice growing louder with each passing day, a beacon of hope in a world that desperately needs it. As the sun rises over the city, the child's whispers linger in the air, a reminder of the silent battles fought by the unseen and unheard. Their symphony, though born of pain, is a testament to the strength of the human spirit. And perhaps, if we listen closely, we can hear their melody, a call to action, a plea for a world where no child's cry goes unanswered. For in their whispers lies the hope of a better tomorrow, a tomorrow we must all strive to create. The child's journey, once marked by loneliness and struggle, has transformed into a beacon of hope for countless others. Their small acts of kindness, their unwavering determination, and their relentless belief in a brighter future have inspired a movement that continues to grow. People from all walks of life have joined their cause, united by the shared vision of a world where no one is left behind. The child's whispers, once solitary and faint, have become a chorus of voices demanding change, a symphony of hope that resonates far and wide. In the heart of the city, where the noise of life once drowned out the quietest cries, a new rhythm has emerged. It is the sound of footsteps marching toward a common goal, of hands reaching out to lift others up, of hearts beating in unison with the promise of a better tomorrow. The child, now a symbol of resilience and hope, stands at the center of this movement, their eyes shining with the light of possibility. They have shown the world that even the smallest voice can create ripples of change, that even the faintest whisper can grow into a powerful roar. The child's dreams, once confined to the corners of their imagination, have begun to take root in reality. Schools have been built, providing education and opportunities for those who once had none. Shelters have been established, offering safety and warmth to those who once slept on cold, hard ground. Communities have come together, creating spaces where kindness and compassion thrive. The child's vision of a world filled with love and laughter is no longer a distant dream but a tangible reality, one that continues to grow with each passing day. Yet, the child knows that their work is far from over. There are still those who suffer in silence, still those who feel forgotten and alone. But they also know that they are not alone in their mission. The movement they have inspired has become a force to be reckoned with, a testament to the power of collective action. Together, they continue to fight for a world where every child's symphony is heard, where every soul is given the chance to thrive. As the child walks through the streets of the city, they are no longer invisible. People recognize them, not as a beggar or a nuisance, but as a symbol of hope and change. They are greeted with smiles and words of encouragement, their presence a reminder of the difference one person can make. The child, though humbled by the recognition, remains focused on their mission. They know that their journey is not about fame or glory, but about creating a world where everyone has the opportunity to live with dignity and hope. The child's whispers, now a powerful force, continue to guide them. They speak of a future filled with possibility, of a world where kindness and compassion are the guiding principles. They remind us that change begins with a single act, a single voice, a single dream. Their message is simple yet profound. We all have the power to make a difference, to create a world where no one is left behind. As the sun sets on another day, the child stands at the edge of the city, their eyes fixed on the horizon. The sky is painted with hues of orange and pink, a beautiful reminder of the beauty that exists even in the midst of chaos. The child takes a deep breath, feeling the weight of their journey and the hope that fuels their spirit. They know that the road ahead is long, but they are ready to walk it, one step at a time. In the quiet of the evening, the child's whispers grow softer, but their message remains clear. They speak of a world where every child's symphony is heard, where every soul is given the chance to shine. Their whispers, once solitary and faint, have become a melody of hope that fills the air, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is light. And so, the child's story comes to a close, not with an end, but with a new beginning. Their journey has inspired a movement that continues to grow, a symphony of change that will one day fill the world with its beautiful sound. The child's whispers, once a plea for help, have become a call to action, a reminder that we all have the power to create a better tomorrow. As the stars begin to twinkle in the night sky, the child closes their eyes, their heart filled with hope and their spirit unbroken. They know that their work is far from over, but they also know that they are not alone. Together, they will continue to fight for a world where every child's symphony is heard, where every soul is given the chance to thrive. And as they drift off to sleep, their whispers linger in the air, a melody of hope that will one day fill the world with its beautiful, uplifting sound.